Joining us now on the BRETtalks stage with a enlightening, exciting, and fresh new look at world politics, Dr. Felicity Blissford. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Dr. Felicity Blissford. I believe that it is in our nature to be kind. Studies show that even hearing about someone being helpful releases happy chemicals in the brain, and communal activity is essential to life. This would lead me to believe that it is an evolutionary imperative that we come together in peace and harmony. If this is the case, then why have so many powerful leaders been ruthless and cruel? From Alexander the Great to Genghis Khan to Hitler, Oprah, from Caesar to Stalin, and countless other historical figures whose cruel and brutal nature have made them almost possible in achieving world domination. But the peaceful, kind, loving leaders never seem to spread their power beyond their own little countries. But just because it's never been done before doesn't mean it can't be done. This is my plan. Invade countries with kindness and dominate the world with love and care. We can start with the small countries close by first. Cuba. For far less than the cost of the last few wars and police action, we can send everyone in the country a care package. The contents of this package would include pictures of puppies, the original cast recording of Brigadoon, and snackables. And with complete transparency, not covertly, to everyone from Castro's brother to a newborn baby. Then our political leaders would start saying really nice things about the people of Cuba. Not lying. They wouldn't say that they have wonderful human rights practices. This isn't for the world or to look good. They'll say what will make the Cuban people feel good. For example, in an international press conference, the Secretary of State might say, "The people of Cuba are so beautiful, so rich in culture, so good at fixing up old cars and making them run well. They're so smart and interesting, I want to get to know them all." A reporter might ask, "What about their horrible treatment of political prisoners?" Our response, "The people of Cuba have struggled so much, we are so impressed by them." "You're impressed by our oppressing government?" We would say. We feel sorry for the Cuban leaders who are so frightened that they hurt their own people. It is a sickness, a mental illness that must be treated. But even though they are in need of care, they are a minority. The majority of the Cuban people are wonderful, brave, and very handsome. And we're buying every high school graduate a brand new car. They are so cool. Thank you very much. Imagine what this would do for so-called Muslim countries. Our leaders would make speeches starting off saying, "Islam is a lovely faith, and the people of Iran are so graceful and charming. We are installing brand new toilets in every public restroom across the country, and we're paying for your Uber rides on the weekend." Who would want to blow up everything in America with a foreign policy like that? Death to the infidels? No, 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 no. Because of them, I get free Uber rides and always have access to a clean restroom. We would also spend an estimated 98% less than we do right now on our military budget. We could buy chocolates for Russia. This would cost far less than all the money we spend aiming missiles at them. Yes, we still do that. Now, the problem with these ideas is that the plumbers union and the care package companies have not started lobbying Congress to do this. The weapon-making companies, they have it in good with our leaders. They lobby like crazy, but the candy makers lobby is not thinking outside of the box. With American taxpayer money, we can create new jobs and stimulate the economy, all while making friends and allies with the countries that we would see as a threat. So, what happens next? What's the end goal? The end goal is to woo every single country with sweet forget-me-nots, one at a time, until they all love us, completely sprung. Then we stop calling for a while. We say that we're having trouble with our domestic policies, and we can't do this right now. It has nothing to do with you or the people of your country, it's us. This is called the takeaway. It makes them miss us and not take us for granted. Then they do everything in their power to woo us. They might say, we know we have bad policies, but we will change, we could be better. The people might have to overthrow their government to get our attention, and then world leaders might start saying really nice things about us at the UN. Hey, Germany, if you see America, will you please tell them that we miss them and that they can call any time? Please tell them that we're being very sweet to other countries around us. We say nice things. We don't bomb their children. Please come back. We wait not too long to really break their hearts, just enough for longing. Then we open up our hearts and take it to the next level. We ask them to marry us. We get engaged and we make them a territory of the United States of the world. And after a year or so, they become a state. Until one country at a time, we have completely dominated the world until all people of the planet are united. Critics say that this won't work. We're not attractive enough, our roads are old, our bridges are falling down, and thousands die every year because of no health care. Who would want to love us, let alone become a part of our country? Well, what if we learned to love ourselves first? Had a bit of a makeover, gave our country and our domestic policies a once-over, and then built the sexiest public transportation system in the world? Then who wouldn't want us? And this would save a few $1 trillion we spend currently making people hate us. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Would you have a seat and talk with me for a moment?
Oh, sure.
Dr. Blissford, that was so inspiring.
Oh,
Wasn't
thank
that
you.
great? Give her another round of applause.
Oh.
That was just so great.
Glad you liked it.
Really, really great. I don't do a lot of traveling, but I hope to someday.
Yes.
Have you done some traveling?
I have, I have to say it's quite enlightening to be in spaces that are not your own home.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about some of those?
Sure. I recently went to Russia. Oh. Yes, I was just there last week, in fact, and spent some time with the local community of dancers there.
Nice.
Yes. Have great interest in the ways in which we can communicate through just movement across world cultures.
That is absolutely beautiful. That's beautiful. Communication through movement. I love it. I love it. Do you have any hobbies?
I do. I like fishing.
Really?
Yes.
You're a fisher?
I am.
I used to fish with my dad when I was a kid, but I haven't in years. Where do you find the good fish these days?
Well, you have to be sort of covert about it when.
So you're not going to tell me, are you?
I'm not going to tell you the good spot. We can talk about it later. Maybe we can talk about it later.
All right. World peace. It's a good thing.
Yes.
I think we could say it's a good thing. Let's give Miss Blissford, Dr. Blissford, another round of applause.
That's right.
All right. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much.